Hi guys, I'm Mackenzie Molinax. I have been a coach since the very end of April, so I've only been in this for about 3 to 4 months. I have absolutely loved every minute of it. There have been some roller coasters, there have been some very, very rewarding and extremely awesome moments that I've been able to share with some of the greatest people that I've honestly can say I've met in my life. And, coming out of college, I was really just kind of like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And the reason that I really, really want to share this opportunity and share what this can do for others is because of what it's done for me. I was skeptical. I was unsure. I was thinking to myself, this is too good to be true. I watched my friend uh, create her own business with this, and I'm thinking, like, I can't do that. Like, this isn't for me. It's for me. It's for you. It's for anyone who decides that they want to make a change in their life, they want to help others, and they want to strive to be the best that they can be every single day. So me and Kylie kind of decided, like, let's just start doing these calls. Let's talk about it. Let's get people involved. Let's make this something that's not scary and not so unreal to others. So first thing I kind of want to talk about when it comes to what does it take to be a coach. First thing, knowledge about products and using the products. Beachbody has given us a way to share with others how to be a better you. When it comes to the Shakeology, the workouts, the new performance line that just came out, the Beachbody On Demand, all of it is a gateway for others to find their happiness again and find their that fire that may have burned out in them again. Um, we have to we have to let others know that we're not just blowing smoke, okay? Like, yeah, you should use that because it's awesome. That's not enough. We have to use it. We have to show them that this works because we know it works. We've seen it work. We've felt it work. All of the above. We have to let them know that we're not selling these products, we're sharing these products because of what they've done for us. Um, and in that, you kind of have to be knowledgeable about them. You have to know what these things can really do for you, more so than just, make you feel better or make you look better or etc. You have to know stuff about the ingredients in Shakeology and how it really is worth what it's worth. You have to know that those workouts for 21 days, what that's going to do by sticking to that for 21 days, what that's going to do for, since you did it that week and you didn't quit, what happened because you did it that next week, and what happened because you did it that next week. Um, doing that is going to make everyone's lives better. It's going to make your life better, and it's going to make others' lives better because they know that you're being true to what you're saying. You're not just sitting there telling them this because you think it's a good idea. You know it's a good idea, and that's something that's important to be confident in as a coach. Second thing that is kind of scary. I know I am one of the easiest people to just walk up to somebody when we're in person and chit chat. Like I have no problem with that. But sometimes I still get nervous about just saying, "Hey, how are you?" on Facebook. But then I kind of had this light bulb moment one day, and I thought, sometimes people will say hi to me when I'm just getting gas or if I'm at Kroger. And sometimes I'm having a really bad day or I'm just in a bad mood. Or sometimes, I'm just as excited as they are to be breathing in that air and feeling that sunshine. But some days that hello or that hi or that how are you doing literally makes me feel so much better. And I don't know why, but it's just the fact that someone else, might have wanted to brighten your day. So I finally started to realize, think about how that feels, but think about saying hello to someone knowing that you could change their life. Not just with these products, but with this business opportunity, with what this can do for them as a person, all of the above. I mean, once I kind of figured that out, I was like, I need to get over this. Like, I need to get over this fear because there is so much that can be done by getting over that fear. So, you got to reach out to people, talk to new people, friend new people, create new relationships. Don't be afraid to sit there and say, I would love to help you, or I think this would be something that would be really beneficial for you. You know, I personally had trouble with that at first, and I'm one of the most, think that I'm a pretty genuinely friendly person. But this can be something that might seem scary to others. Don't let it scare you. It's that simple. It's a hello. It's how are you? What's new with you? Really reaching out, though, is where sharing your story, which is kind of the third thing that's super important with becoming a Beachbody coach. When you're reaching out, or when you're adding friends, or you're creating that following on Facebook, it's so important to show others your story. I even felt this way when I first started using Beachbody products again and started this health and fitness journey. I was like, I can't be a Beachbody coach. I can't help others. I can't even help myself. Like, that's literally how I felt. Every single day, I felt like it was a struggle. And it was. And then, Friday and Saturday would come along and I would do terrible. I would literally just throw it all out the window, and then I'm like, oh my gosh. But I stopped punishing myself. And I had to forgive myself. And that's the thing, is like, we can't just get down on ourselves for one mistake. And we can't let that ruin the goals that we have. And so I realized those struggles that I have are relatable. Those struggles that I feel every single day and those triumphs that I feel are relatable. Those are all things that others go through. This is not something that's easy, and it's not something that has to be done alone. And I think that's what I finally realized. And once you realize that, it all becomes easier. And that's where sharing your story comes in. I had to figure out, why am I here? Why did I start this health and fitness journey? Why do I want to help others do the same? Why do I feel that this is so important? There's so many different things that your why can be about. But number one thing is, it has to be yours. I think it's so important to remember, and I think sometimes that we forget, that we matter. You matter. Your story matters. No matter what it is, no matter how insanely transforming it is, no matter what, there is something that you have to say that people need to hear, no matter what. Like, that is something that I I feel so passionate about, because I made a video a long time ago and I shared it, and I can honestly tell you that I was scared to death. And even the things that I was saying in that video, I was just coming out. I was just talking. I was sharing, I was just being honest. And I had one person say something to me. That's it. That's all that really, they genuinely reached out and they said, that was amazing. Like, what you've gone through, I can really relate. And that right there was enough. Just touching that one person, you'll touch so many, and you'll help yourself in the process. You really will. Sacrifices. Okay, so with this business, it's not the conventional thing, I guess we could say. It's not that 9 to 5. It's not, you're not somebody that went to med school or got their master's degree. I don't know. I'm just going off of this because I just got out of college, and all people do is scream at me, when are you going to start interviewing? When are you going to start getting jobs? And I'm like, so the sacrifices. You have to make time. It's so easy to overlook this. I can honestly say it's very easy to overlook this. But that time that you sacrifice, if you just dial in and focus and give this business some of your time and sacrifice some of those things that you think you'll never get back, you'll have them again someday, doubled. Sacrifice. Be there for those team calls. Talk to people. Take that time now so you have that time later. Also, with that comes having to be willing to be coachable. I came into this, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But there are people out there to help you. And there are people out there who can help you in those times when you literally feel like you're going to fall flat on your face. Because you won't. The only way to fail is if you quit. That's it. That's the only way to fail. But you really won't, as long as you ask for help, as long as you research, as long as you're willing to learn. And I think that's how life is. No matter what, as long as you're you're giving all of yourself, and you're there, and you're like, okay, you you know that, and you know that you're not always going to be right, or you're that you may not always know the perfect thing to do, or whatever. Others will be able to help you. And as long as you take their help and you take their guidance, you will have no problems succeeding. With that comes being really consistent in doing so. The consistency with your 3 vital behaviors, which are very, very important. Sharing the business, inviting, being a product of the product, and personal development. Very, very important. You have to be consistent with those. You have to be consistent with growing yourself every single day and learning about who you are and learning about your goals and your strengths and your weaknesses, because your business is you. It is a direct reflection of who you are. So your business will never grow any bigger than you as a person. With the sharing and the inviting, you have to be consistent on Facebook or on whatever platform that you choose to be represented on. You can't just let people think like, oh, she's working out again, good for her. Oh, that's awesome, she's taking up, which that's great, but you're treating this as a business. This is a life-changing opportunity for you. You can't just show up every now and again. Do you do that everywhere else in life? You have to let them know. You have to let yourself know and be prideful in what you're doing, and therefore share it with others. If you just do it a couple of days a week, you'd be surprised what consistency does. When I'm absent from, being there, when I'm absent from popping up or people reading my posts, I feel unsettled. I feel nervous. I'm like, okay, I need to be there. I need to show them that this is serious to me. This is something that is changing my life. I'm not just saying that one day and not sticking to it the next. That's where the consistency comes in. They have to trust you. People have to trust you, and therefore you have to let them know that I take this as serious as I say I do. So I think those couple things right there are super important. I know Kylie's going to touch on some more things, and I just want everyone to know that, the more I've become involved in this business and the more that I've been able to see what it's done for myself and for others, the more I feel so grateful that I'm even here sitting and talking to you guys, and that you're even showing up to be on it. There is so much that can be done with this world. And it really does just start with one person in every walk of life. All it starts with is one. And just remember that you can truly be that one. You can be that one person for yourself, and you can be that one person for whoever's out there that needs that help. So I'm really glad that I was able to chat with you guys, and I'm hoping and I'm sure that I will be in touch with you again soon. Thanks.